Okay, and welcome back to our third and final chapter, the assault on the farm. Just a brief recap. If I pan back from the battle, we will see that our objective was the farmhouse, and we advanced laterally. I look down directly on top of the board like this for a top-down view and scroll up. We had a deployment area here. We moved the bulk of my forces to here, moved up to here to encounter a forward line of resistance, a minefield in this area here, and a barbed wire fence. I've put engineers out front who are systematically clearing the mines, and I've pushed the other engineers to detonate a charge to blow through the barbed wire and move up to the hedgerow here. That in turn has discovered a main line of resistance, it looks like, consisting of entrenchments here, here and here. But we're also getting defilade fire, it seems, through this gap here, which I've moved up the armour to deal with. So whilst we wait, I'll just set the engineers to clear mines. I've got another set of engineers I've moved out here to clear mines. I've moved up one lot of reinforcements here to cut through this gap, fill on the fence and engage these positions. And I'm minded now that if we can clear this MG42 here, I'm going to deploy this section, which I'm going to start to target, we can't, to advance up here, up to this dead ground here, and then up and over, and hopefully flank this position, although I'm sure it's going to be, in fact, looking at that, and I don't think that's worth it. There's something here, like a trench line, so I don't think it's going to be worth it. I think it's going to get chopped up, in which case I'm going to move them up here, up the road, as fast as they can, cut through here, and then, is there any way I can flank these positions? Yeah, it might be that I can actually flank and get in here, although that leaves them vulnerable. So we'll see. So, first things first, I'm going to put HE onto these positions here. I'm going to... If this is the line of the minefield, there might be a string of them across here, so whilst that one puts down covering fire, I'm going to clear the targets and move this one fast there to there. He's in control of that lot. And then let's start moving these guys. So we go fast here, there, and then there, and let's see what that draws any fire. I think I'll get some covering fire. It doesn't seem to have shaken them up, so I'll target this light here in order to give my boys some cover. I might call in try my other 60mm mortars to bring down fire here across this hedgerow. We'll make that heavy, we'll give it a medium duration and confirm that through. Over. We'll save the final mortar tube for crossing that gap, hopefully, and getting up. Now I've got 7 minutes to complete this, so it's going to be a bit of a tear-ass attack, I think. Right, let's go. Here's moving up, popping down lots of fire there. What can these people see? Well, we can see some Germans in this field here. We're starting to engage those. That's barreling it across here. I think I'm going to start shooting up these guys as quick as I can, because I need the reinforcements. I'll come in neatly to the hedge sides here. And here. They don't seem to be causing any problems, so once they get to this position I'll get them to advance. That's good, so we'll do the same here. Quick, to there, to there. Fast, there, there, and then hunt there, across these guys. I'll put them up here. Right. Well, it looks like we've cleared another minefield there, and these guys are setting to work clearing a minefield there. These ones I'm going to put to blast on the other side of this bocage. Right, oh jeez. through here. Let's come through there. Let's get these guys up. Hey! Look at that! Nice. No, don't go in there, you crazy fools. Right. It could be that we're going to get a nice line of sight on there. Move the execute. Good, the mortars are coming in. Oh, is it all coming together? There's a lot of people carrying around. It's all going to go, it's all kicking off. These guys are moving up. Their target and get them to engage these. Oh, 5 minutes. There I edge up to the side of this field. Right, let's just pause the thought and put some fire on that far bunker. There seems to be, this is the main line of resistance. There's some people either running away. What's he doing? Or in the process of advancing across the cornfield. Let's have a look. He seems face down facing us, so I'm going to take it he's not running away. And then we've got some buggers in there as well. And then there's some troops in here as well as in the buildings. Why do I get this sinking feeling? It was never as easy as it first seemed. Right, in order to crack this nut, I think we're going to have to clear the target there and shunt these fast across here. Hello, is that another minefield? Gosh. It is as well. Deary me. Where can we mark mines? Alright, so if we move them over here, perhaps they can find the minefield there. These ones look like they're hard at work in here. And over here, where are we at? Let's put these on assault then. Let's start getting them up to this line. I'll move them up on hunt. I'm hoping that perhaps we could just overrun that position. What I like about it is that I'm now starting to panic. I'm thinking faster. I'm getting caught up in it, and I'm not necessarily thinking sensibly about what I'm trying to achieve. And I guess that's what I quite like about this, is that it starts to get you thinking, gosh, what would it be like in real life? So, there's plenty of Germans around. I think it's time to start firing at some of them. So we'll start to issue some fire orders. And I'm thinking, let's start to bring up some of the heavy weapons, or the medium weapons. Let's run that up to there. That's our assembly point all the time. I'm wondering about packing up my mortars and trying to get in on this line, but with 4 minutes I doubt we'll actually be able to cover the ground. Now, I've got some extra reinforcements. I might just start shifting it along, assembling in that area. And here, perhaps I could just brute force it. I'm not liking this blockage though, because if this armour gets ambushed, we can put fire into there. Because looking at those, I think those foxholes straddle this gap, so although we can't see them, I'm going to ask them to suppress that area. Right, let's see if we can break them. to get more men up. More armour. Comes that one, which is always reassuring. Perhaps we could just assault this position here. Oh look, there's a mortar fire. Ah, they're breaking. Interesting. So I'm going to switch fire. There we go. Right, here comes my chaps. Alright, I'm going to try assaulting this line here. Oh, what was that? Is that a minefield as well? What's all happening? I'm going to have to pause it again whilst I have a look at what we can do. What is happening here? We've got loads of people all milling around. Not really doing a great deal. I'll move these up. Mark mines. Yeah, I need to clear that bloody minefield, that's for sure. Right, what's happening here? I wonder if I should just stick my head into this gap. Can we blow another hole in here, I wonder? Oh, that's a regular rifle section, and they're all pinned down over here, so... Gosh, the executive officer is a casualty, the commander's a casualty, and the radio operator is cowering, unsurprisingly, so I'm going to shunt him up with these. We need to get some command and control back, really. There, and then there. Right. They're sitting there. Let's move up the HMG quickly. The HQ section. Alright. I wonder now. If I push this armoured vehicle up the road, is it going to meet with disaster? 3 minutes to go. Quickly turn this road right down to. Let's see. What's around the corner? There. 'They're Germans anyway. Right. I'm going to try hoofing it round in the back and seeing if I can get into the back end of the house, although I don't think it's going to be very lucrative, but I might be able to hunt up this road and then cut in through here. But I wonder if that's going to help us. Doing a bit of movement. Alright. Relatively clear. Let's get some. 1 minute 49. Gosh, there's loads of bloody Germans in this trench system. Now the issue is, do I engage them or try and go up here to contest the victory location? With 1 minute 49 seconds left, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to barrel it fast. Now this is quite gamey, so I'm expecting to be badly punished for it. I'll put it on hunt, and then what we'll do is there any holes through here? Oh. I'm going to speed them along to there. Move them along to there. It's got this a huge minefield here, it seems. Looks like this minefield is now clear, so the rest of this lot, including their heavy weapons, can shunt up to there, and we'll just see if we can maybe storm forward really into the teeth of it. I might even push those tanks forward and just see what we can see through his cab. If I put down some covering fire on that bunk, which looks suspiciously like an anti-tank emplacement, and we'll see if we can pop this one through quickly. Oh, no, we won't do that. Right. Here, what have we got? Let's see if we can assault into this position here. And these ones, let's see if we can assault up to there. Try and support this tank. Christ, there's a lot going on. Go! Let's go with the hero of the day. He spotted some Germans in the bushes there. One dead, one there, it seems. Off he goes, terracing around, turret reversing to engage the enemy. Meanwhile, over here. Alright, let's just keep rolling there. Nothing there, let's keep going. 1 minute 17. Tank is in. Could we contest the objective? And the armour win the day, covered by the infantry. Can we get in on this? Someone's firing an RPG at me, or a grenade. The tank is in the grounds. Gosh, it's all hell breaking loose here across the road. We assault into their positions and engage them here. Look, gosh, there's tons. Jesus Christ! I'm glad I didn't come up this side of the board. Just move these. I'm going to have to go into the assault as well. I don't know. Now, this tank, he's made it. He gambled his way up the road. And interesting. Look at how my forces have sort of grouped around here. They're sort of more or less dispersed. Interesting. At least I've got some of them for, but just too late it would seem. Right, I'm just going to go hunting with this tank and see if I can cause some problems in the rear areas. Right, hunt. Let's go down here and go around here. Let's see if we can at least contest the objective. We'll do the same thing here. Let's go. 45 seconds. All or nothing. Oh, what was that? That's a big fire around. Something's made the tank edgy. We've got Germans braking from this position, it seems, or jumping in a bit, but there's something over here that's firing on my men and I can't see what it is. Looks like the minefield is now cleared behind us. Shame I can't bring up my mortars in the last 14 seconds. What have we got here? Have got a lot of fire superiority now, or in terms of the infantry. If I deploy this gun, maybe. What's going on over here? It's just carnage, I'd imagine. And these boys see, Christ, they can see everything. Let's engage. our way into the last 14 seconds. There, sometimes in these games there is a variable end limit, which might work to my favour on this occasion, but we'll just have to see. Again, the artificial intelligence is using its sensors, backing it up, hopefully into a less than vulnerable position. This is where all the action is now. It seems if we pan up here, we've got Americans moving up this lane here, opening fire on the Germans. German positions here and there. Into 16 minutes of extra play. I'm going to try and make a run into the compound again. Clear the target. And let's just see what we can find. I'm going to try assaulting up this lane. Pull one of the tanks out just to see what we can find. Ah, this is interesting. What have we got here? That's an HQ section. Can we break into these positions, I wonder? And let's just see. I'm not liking the sheer amount of fire. It's rather attractive, so what I'm going to try and do is break in and see if that makes a difference. Oh, they're getting chopped up there badly. They run out into the middle of the road. Oh, foolish, I think. Still not right by the hedge. Let's spin around. Gosh, they're taking a bit of a pounding there. I'm hoping the armoured vehicle will make a difference in this one. Nope, someone's throwing stick grenades at me. Trying to back up maybe. Yeah, it looks like it's been set to a variable ending. Gosh. Ah, there's an AT gun that... That's what's causing all the upset. Let's just pause and have a look at that. It is there. We know it's there. Cunning though. So what I'm going to have to do is race that through there. All the while firing HE on that position. Let's see what it brings us in the last few minutes of the game. I'm just going to get ready to just keep pouring the fire on in there. And hopefully it won't be able to traverse fast enough. Does that mean then that I could probably start racing up some infantry? No, because there's still troops in this area here. It has to open up a bit. Will that make a difference? What's going on over here? Yeah, that's good. Let's just keep going and let's chop up that line, please. Yep, looks like they've got a bit of old Panzer Terror. They're now starting to break from here. That's good. That's giving those lads a chance to recover. And I'm thinking now, is it time to fix bayonets? And have a go. I think so. Right, I'm going to move up this platoon. Quick, into there. Oh, of course, I'm not going to put the HQ on doing that. I'll move this lot. That's all part of his section. Target. Anyone who's not in that section can put fire on this position that it looks like. We can't, so it's going to be quick into there. Go. I'll put the covering fire on. Gosh, there's a bit of carnage over there, it seems. Let's see if I can use buddy aid. There's a medic facility in the game. You'll see troops kneeling down to pick up weapons from their colleagues, or attend to their colleagues or their fellow soldiers' needs. So they're broken and routed here, but this tank has been immobilised, which is worrying. And then I've got this tank over here. I'm assuming that it's killed that AT gun, but I'm going to go and have an investigation because I can't afford to risk it. There's some nasty... Oh look, they're surrendering, look. And the hawk. Alright. Looks like my boys haven't heard of the Geneva Convention, they're still firing. So let's move the rest of that. Yep, this looks like if I can put a jiggy on now, we might be able to start getting troops into this complex as fast as we can. Take a look at that. Okay, Sergeant. What's this tank found? I thought I saw an AT gun listed here, but it doesn't look that way. Just going to check out this trench here by opening up as well. What have we found? Anything going on? No. I'll just trundle back then. Yep, looks like we're in now. We could have some dirty street fighting now. So I might check my flanks first of all. Let's get these on a hunt to clear up to these buildings here. We'll also move these up quickly. Alright, I'm going to move that in there, and then we're just going to literally, let's go to assault the buildings. Level 1. We don't know how many Germans are still lurking in these buildings. I know I've got a tank here. In fact, what I'm going to do is just reverse that out to here. And we'll try coming in here now. Retreating load. Now you'll see I've got some guys who are brightly red. This means they're not dead. Hey! Well, there you go, there's the end of the game. US Army minor victory. Looking at this, we failed on taking the ground. We secured the targets, but we took too many casualties. So at the end of the battle, the US Army had 171 men okay, 27 men killed, 19 men wounded. The Germans had 31 men okay, 47 men killed, 22 men wounded. Let's have a look at the map. Gosh. There were quite a few German... There's a German mortars there, that's interesting. They didn't come into play, it didn't seem. Oh gosh, there's a whole section there. And a Panzerschreck team. Gosh, that tank was very fortunate. This is interesting, look. I backed up my Stuart almost into the hands of a Panzerschreck team. Lurking in the bushes there. If we just spin around, let's have a look at them. Gosh, look at them. That could have been a bit devastating. Let's see if there was an AT gun over here. Yeah, there was, look. Even though my chaps couldn't see it, there it was, dug into the hedge line behind the fortified positions. I want to see what it was. It was a pack. Pack 38, 50mm gun. Interesting. And there's the Germans who are in their trench line. So yeah, all in all, good game. I mean, Chris and I differ on how this game pans out. I really enjoy it. I think it models World War II squad warfare brilliantly. The the interface is really clunky, but as you can see, some of the games and the versatility here, particularly with the artillery to be able to call in linear fire, minefield clearance, demolition charges to look through fences, demolition charges to change the battlefield to what you want to fight over, knocking down the bocage, fortifications, assaults. Very good. I love this game. I'd give it 5 out of 5. Well, thanks for watching. That's all you'll hear from us today. Bye bye.